Good afternoon, teachers. My name is Jagat, and I welcome you all on the behalf of Shri Aurobindo Society. This is the series where I share with you every day some of the great innovative ideas given by the teachers of different states. So this week we are sharing with you innovative ideas of Maharashtra. So the teachers of Maharashtra have shared their innovative ideas with us, and we in this week, the whole week, we are sharing with you all their innovative ideas. So today is the last case study which I'm sharing with you of the booklet of Maharashtra. From next week, we will start with you a new booklet of new state. So if you want to share your innovative ideas with us, and if you want to know more about it, like how we select ideas, what are the parameters when we select any innovative idea. So if you are watching me right now on the Facebook, so you can ask me any question, you can tell me in the comment box, or you can leave your comment even after when I'm not live. So you can ask me anytime. I would love to reply your all the questions. I would love to answer your all the questions. So once I get your questions to answer. So today I'm going to share with you another case study. The name is moral and human values. So we all know that moral and human values are equally equal, from other things which are very important in our life. So if somebody is not morally fulfilled in his life, if somebody is there who do not have moral values and human values, we can see that what kind of person that would be. So the same thing sometimes we see in our schools as well, that there are some students. So these days they are so much busy, like working all the time. They are doing their homework all the time, and so many other extra things in the schools or at their home as well. So at the same time, what we all teachers can do, that they can gain the moral values and human values in their nature. So what you do, teachers, to basically gain the knowledge of all the students and gain the moral and human values of all the students, you can tell me or you can share with me in the comment box. I would love to read that. So now, when we talk about building any strong character, the strong character, we all know that there are so many freedom fighters we had, there are so many great leaders we have right now. Social workers are there. They are like they're very rich in when we talk about in moral and human values. They have a lot of moral and human values. They have built it, they have earned it, and they have learned it from others. So how teacher can help it, how teacher can build a character of the student, a strong character of any student. Today we will understand that. So in the same thing, when we are going to talk about our first case study, so our first case study name is building strong characters. So building strong characters is our first in case study. First innovative idea. Our case study name is moral and human values. So when we talk about building strong characters, we all know that these days the human values are very less. The students lack in the values like that. So here we have some teachers, they always keep trying something new. They keep trying to do something for their students, and what they do, how they do it. Now let's understand that. So the name of the teacher who have innovated this innovative idea and who have shared with us, let me share with you. The name of the teacher is like Aruna ma'am from Wake Shore, and the teacher is from Aurangabad. The teacher is from Aurangabad, and the teacher has shared their innovative idea with us. How the teacher has implemented that. Now let's understand that. So for making student a better person for society, for making student a better person for community, school campus, or any family person, even I say. So moral and human values are very important. So, and how we can get inspiration? There are so many people around us. A teacher can be the idol for any student. Or any freedom fighter can be inspiration of the student. Any leader, social worker. There are so many people who are working all the time in the society. Anybody can be the inspiration for students. So here teacher plays this activity in some points. The teacher plays this activity, does this activity in some stages. So the first stage is no mobile please. So no mobile please is our first step. So what happens in this, we all know that we, even if I talk about everyone, so we all are somewhere busy in our mobile phone all the time. We keep using our mobile phones, and it is not easy to take the student out from the zone when he is using mobile phone. We all know that reading books, how a reading book can help you to build your own character, to build your own good point of view, a strong point of view which you can share with the world, which you can express to the world. A book reading can help you. But if we all are busy in using mobile phone, then it becomes little hard to do that. So how teacher does it? What teacher implemented? Now let's understand. So when teacher implements this stage, that is no mobile phone please. So what teacher says to all the students, from today we are going to read some books, and in those books, when we are reading at home or in the school, so we are not going to use mobile phone at least for 1 hour or 2 hour. We are going to keep that mobile phone aside, and do is we will start reading the book, we will start reading the curriculum book, we will start reading any biographies, any novels, science fiction books. There are so many things which we can read in our classroom. So teacher motivates all the students, teacher shows them, and teacher makes them in habit to read the book. What teacher does, when teacher sees the teacher has one free period, so teacher takes those students, and after taking those students and gives them one book from the library, and after giving them those books, teacher asks them to read that book. And before the period starts, 5 to 10 minutes, teacher asks those students to stop reading the book and start telling that what you have read from the book. So when we ask them, so it means they will be conscious from all the next time that yes, the teacher can ask them, so they have to read the book, so they can share what they have read in the book. So after that, what happens, so the students become an habit. Then when the student, they go to their home, the teacher asks them to please read their book, keep their mobile phone aside, do not use your mobile phone once you are reading the book. At least like some hours in a day should be without mobile phone. We all know that keeping student or child away from the mobile phone is not easy task for us. We all know that they have combined, they are basically, they got the habit, they are habitual of using mobile phone all the time. So here teacher does it to make the habit in all the students, to build their characters, that they, without mobile phone, even the students can live, the students can enjoy, and they can learn more and more. So now let's go ahead and let's talk about our next stage, that is my role models. So teachers who are watching me right now, I want to ask you all in the comment box, who is your role model? So you all teachers have to tell me who is your role model, who inspires you the most when you are depressed, when you are tired, when you do not feel to work. Who is that character who inspires you the most, who forces you internally to work, to always work and learn more? So you teachers can tell me in the comment box. So what teacher does in this stage? Teacher asks all the students to choose one role model for them, and before that, teacher asks all the students. The students tell me who is your role model. So all the students start sharing that he's my role model. He's a like Mahatma Gandhi can be the role model. Subhash Chandra Bose can be the more role model, and there are so many examples are there in the society which who can be role model for any student. So like Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam can be the role model for any student, or any other leader or anybody. So I'm not taking so many names because I want you to write your name in the comment box, so I can know, I can see that who is your role model, who inspires you the most when you are as I shared that who inspires you. So here teacher asks all the students, teacher says to them to read about their biographies. Teacher asks them to share their experiences, what they have learned in that book. What do you know about this character? What are the positive points of that character? How he motivates you? Shares with other students also, that they can also learn it. They can also build their character, other students can also build their character, or it might possible Once you are sharing about your role model, so other person can be inspired by the same person from by your role model. So he can also get it, he can also start building his character. So you can do something like this. Or if any student knows any person who lives in the neighborhood, or he can be the role model of that person. If I talk about me personally, so my role model is there is one old man, 60 years old man in my neighborhood, and that man works all the time. He helps all the my neighbors. He helps other people out of the my neighborhood. He helps all everybody. He's busy all the time. He's so down to earth. He's so polite when he's talking to others. He has so many good habits. So I take him as my role model. So I feel that I should be like him. I should be helping others all the time. I should have this motive in my mind. I should have this habit in me that if there is somebody who needs my help, I go ahead and start helping that person. So that is my role model. So this is how then teacher implements this innovative idea. Teacher keep asking students, keep taking updates from the students, that students, what are you doing in this, how, which book are you reading, and this week what have you learned from the book, and such kind of activity. Teacher keep doing this, and the teacher sees some good benefits also of this activity. So this is how the teacher implements this innovative idea, and I believe you teachers have loved this innovative idea, and you are going to implement this innovative idea in your school once your schools are open. Or you can do that in the live sessions also. And I believe you teachers in this pandemic are taking the live session of students. You are talking to your students over different various applications like Zoom is there, Google Meet is there, WebEx is there. There are so many applications that by through the teachers are taking the live sessions of students. So you can implement this activity in that sense as well. So now let's go ahead, teachers. Now let's talk about our next innovative idea. The name is honesty is the best policy. We all know that honesty is always the best policy. How teacher implements this, we all know that there are so many students, they are very much honest in the classroom when they are available there, but some students are also there, like they sometimes they become a little naughty, and they start hiding the things. So how teacher can motivate them as well to be very much honest, and very much very much class friendly for others, an ideal student, how teacher can make it. So before that, I want to share with you one small story, and I believe you teachers are going to love that. So it is kind of a Q&A as well when I'm telling you the story. So for an example, let's understand that there are 100 students in your school, and out of 100 students, and 80 students, they use pencils once they are working. So there are 80 students, they use all the time pencils once they are in the classroom. So what happens? So once they're using pencil, so 3 or 4 students will be there. They will keep throwing the pencil. So what happens if there is a small pencil? They will throw it. So for an example, I'm not taking 80 students. For example, 5 students are there. They will throw the pencil like in the dustbin. A small pencil is worth this much, this much, this much. They have thrown it. So now in one school, this is happening. What about one block? So when we talk about one block, what about one district, then one state, and one country? So the number is huge. The number is very big. So how we can prevent it? What we can do in this? Today we will understand that. So there are so many things which we can do like this. There are so many things which we can prevent already. So by while we are understanding this innovative idea, today you will have your all the answers of such kind of questions. So as I always say, and I believe that there is nobody in the whole world who do not like to be admired. We all like appreciations. We all love to we all love to listen others' appreciations when they are appreciating us. We all love to do that. So when somebody is appreciating you, how do you feel? You can also share with me. I feel so good when somebody appreciates me. The same thing applies on the students. Students feel better than adults because they are small, and when somebody appreciates them, they feel much more like motivated once somebody is appreciating them in the classroom, in the society, in the house, anywhere. So here we are going to use this like appreciation thing in our classroom to motivate our students so that they can become honest in the classroom. So what happens? So there are some students, they always keep losing pen, pencil, erasers, sharpeners, and sometimes their money, 2 rupees, 5 rupees, 10 rupees. So they keep losing their money. So at that time, what happens? So they, once they lose their money, they do not get it back. Once they lose their pencil, pen, eraser, so they do not get it back. Once it is lost, then it is lost. So what teacher does? So teacher thinks, now I need to do something. So there are some students in my classroom that once their pencil is lost, that is not found. But the pencil was lost in classroom only. So where it has gone? So there are some students, they are doing that they're hiding pencil of their other friend. What teacher can does? How teacher can build this very good honest habit in the students? How teacher implements this? Now let's understand. So teacher creates one box. Teacher makes one box. The box can be this much big, and this much length can be this much. So after making, once the teacher makes such box, and teacher writes front of that honesty box. So once the teacher writes honesty box, teacher motivates all the students. The students from today, we are going to do one thing, that teacher motivates them that if you find something of your any friend, so what you all students have to do, that you are going to put that in this honesty box. So teacher motivates them that how this is a bad habit, keeping somebody else a thing in you, pen, pencil, eraser, money, anything with you is a very bad habit. Once you are doing this, so it means you are becoming bad person. Somebody can take your pencil also. How would you feel? So teacher motivates other students, and teacher tries their best that all the students use that honesty box, and once they find something, so they keep that in that honesty box. So once the teacher finds, and with their name, that this is the name and the student is found, so this student is keeping that in that box. So once the teacher finds the name and that who has given the more thing in a week, who has like returned the more things in the week, so teacher rewards that student as a honesty hero. We can say HH. So that student is HH, honesty hero. So teacher rewards that, recognize them as a honesty hero. For next whole week, he will be the honesty hero. Everybody will call him a honesty hero. So he feels so much motivated. Other students feel motivated. So they also try that if somebody loses something, as soon as possible, we have to keep this thing in their box. So teacher tries the best that this thing is happening, and they keep giving. The students, they keep giving the back the thing if they have taken, or if they are feeling to take, or if they have found somewhere in the classroom, under the desk, or in the playground, anywhere. So they keep it back and they give it back. So this is how this honesty box works, and this honesty box will help all the students to build a very good habit. And I'm sure that if you have all the students like that who do not keep somebody else thing with them, so they become very good person in their life. They Everybody appreciates them. They get a very good post in the society. They become a honesty hero, I will say, for everybody. They can be called with the different names, but they are always a honesty hero. So now let's go ahead and let's talk about our last innovative idea is how am I? So if you remember teachers, if you watch our sessions regularly, you must remember I shared with you one innovative idea. Who am I? Yes, do you remember teachers? So the in this innovative idea say how am I? In who am I? We used to find a person. We used to improve the questioning skills, improve the thinking skills. In this, we are doing something like that or something different in this innovative idea. Now let's understand the name of the teacher who have shared this innovative idea. The name is Kishore, and the teacher is from uh, Buldana. The teacher is from Buldana, and how teacher has implemented this innovative idea. Now let's understand that. So before once the teacher comes in the classroom, so teacher tells all the students that what is the importance of good habits. Teacher shares with them some people also, some inspiring people who had very good habits and they used to do so many good things. Like if I talk about Swami Vivekanand, so Swami Vivekananda was there who used to read every day 4 to 5 hours. Book reading was in his daily routine. He used to get up before the sun rises and he used to take bath, worship, and start cleaning his house. He used to make his bed once he used to get up. There are such kind of good habits are there which can be developed in all the students. And how would we do that? There is an appreciation will work here also. So there are three stages how teacher implements this innovative idea. Now let's understand that so students will come to know that who am I, what others thinks about me. So here the person will come to know. So teacher implements this thing in three stages. The first stage is segregation of the class into groups. So how teacher implements this? So teacher implements this innovative idea is only in the free periods. If there is a free period of any class, then teacher implements this innovative idea. So teacher in teacher what teacher does? Teacher divides the class into eight groups. So according to the 8 month, as we know that in a whole year of the classroom, so 8 or 9 months are there where they keep studying. So teacher divides the class into 8 groups, and after that, for each group for 1 month, this is something like this. So after that, teacher gives all the students once the group is made. Teacher asks all the students once you are in the group, then you all are going to observe your other friends, that how your other friends do, what they do, and what kind of nature they have, what are the good habits, what are the bad habits, how they help others, what do they do, what do they do for other friends, and such kind of things all the students have to they students notice in other students. So teacher pre-informs all the students already that we are going to do this in that period or to today in this period, because this is free for the whole class. So the next stage is praising your peer. So praising your peer, what happens in this? So for an example, I as a Jagat I'm the person and there is my friend Rajat. So we are the two students in the classroom. So what will happen now for Jagat? Rajat will go ahead in the classroom front on the stage, and the Rajat will start telling that what are the good habits of Jagat. And after that, the Jagat will tell about Rajat that what are the good habits of my peer, of my group member. So then teacher gives them this chance to all the students so that they can feel good. They can come to know that what they do good. Sometimes even we cannot do analysis that what are the things which we do good. So other people can notice it very well. So then teacher does it, and then teacher tells all the students to do their self assessment also, that here others are telling about your good habits, but you all students have to keep writing the bad habits which you feel, or of your friend as well. So then once those the students do, teacher goes in the third stage, that is groundwork on gray points. Groundwork on a gray points, what teacher does? Teacher asks all the students to know, to recognize, to understand their bad habits which they have in them. So then they all share with the teachers. The teacher shares with all the students the solution of that, how they work on this habit, how they can overcome it, how they can develop a good habit in the same scenario. So teacher shares with them. So this is how the whole year the holistic development is happening of all the students. This is how the teacher implements this innovative idea in the classroom. So these were the innovative ideas, teachers, which I had to share with you. So this is the time to share with you this is the time to share with you, as I promised you in the starting, that I will share with you that how you can submit your innovative idea with us. So there are 4 parameters that how you can share your innovative idea. So the first parameter is that your idea should be based on zero investment, as our program name is uh, Zero Investment Innovation for Education Initiative, ZIIEI. So this is our first parameter that which you should have. So, and the next is that your idea should be already implemented, that you are implementing your idea so that you have seen some fruitful outcome of that. And the third is that you should have any proof of your innovative idea, that yes, you are implementing that idea, and your proof, it can be photo, video, something like that. And the fourth is that the fruitful outcome of your innovative idea. So like you are getting some good benefits, like you're bringing girls child to the school, you're improving learning outcome of the student, you're making life comfortable for teachers, school, community members, society, making PTM better, bringing more parents to the school. So any idea which gives you a fruitful outcome is our innovative idea. It means you share with us, you become our innovative teacher. So these were the innovative ideas which teachers I had to share with you. So now I'll meet you next time with a different state, with a different case study, and with different amazing innovative ideas. Till then, let's meet you next time. Till then, you have a great day.